Hello and welcome to What's Gaming. Today I'm going to review Soulstone Survivors, which is a single-player indie action roguelike RPG game developed and published by Gamesmithing Limited and was released recently on 7th November. So basically in this game you slay hordes of monsters across different map types and face titanic lords of the void. And while doing all these you collect soul stones which you can use to learn and enhance powerful skills. You would also be able to unlock new characters and upgrade your skill tree, craft new weapons, and many more in your quest to achieve devastating godlike powers. So when you start the game, you seem like a weak void hunter with minimal skill set, and all these crazy looking monsters are trying to kill you while you smash through them with weak skills and your mighty courage. But worry not, because as you progress through your objectives, you get new upgrades and soon the game would look like this. You would literally blast through them with explosive electrifying skills almost godlike. It's amazing to see and immensely satisfying. After you die or complete the map, you can spend the soul stones collected to upgrade your skill tree to increase your base power, craft new weapons, unlock ruins as you level to further enhance your character. Currently, in early access you would get 5 different map types to play, but this would increase to 10 maps on full release. Each map type has their own variation of monsters and materials that needs to be collected. These materials are requirements to craft or upgrade your weapons. One interesting feature is that the levels have curses of the void, in short, difficulty modifiers, and selecting them increases the complexity of the level. So without playing with these curses on, the level is not actually completed. With increased complexity you get better bonuses as well. At early access you get to choose 10 curses, but after full release there would be 23 curses to choose from. This is really a cool feature because this increases replayability of the game and you have chance to get better bonuses to be able to wield more powerful weapons and learn skills that will destroy anything that comes your way. The storyline may not be that interesting, but the content you get, the amount of dopamine you release by destroying these monsters and rewarding your character with materials to craft mighty weapons, unlocking destructive flashy skills, and eventually achieving godlike powers is immensely satisfying. It's one of those games where you want to play one more time before hitting your bed. As the game progresses, you would be able to unlock new characters that would need a set amount of specific soul stones or achievements. Each of these characters have different stats and skill sets. Currently in early access you get to unlock and play with 14 unlockable characters, but after full release the number of playable characters would increase to 21. As you fire through the hordes of monsters you will fill a yellow meter below when you collect these yellow stones. And filling these up levels your character, and at the completion of each levels you get to choose a specific boost which would greatly help you as the intensity of the battle increases through your progression. The boosts that appear are random, could be a boost in attack, defense, speed, assistance, devastating skills, etc. So take some time to read through them before choosing because it could significantly affect your gameplay. It might seem annoying at first as they pop up in between the battle, but you will get used to it and understand how important they are for your progression. You would also see objectives at the top right corner of the map that you need to complete. To summon Lord of the Void, you need to kill a required amount of monsters. After completing them, you would see a portal through which you would be able to get back to your home base. Now let's talk a bit about your home base, where you would see 6 tabs at the top. You have seen the first screen already where I spoke about choosing maps and curses. On the second tab you get to choose characters. As I've mentioned previously, you unlock them through your progression and a required set of materials or achievement. Each characters are unique on their own and have unique skill sets. On the blacksmith tab you would be able to craft new weapons. Each crafts or upgrades would need a set of materials which you collect while you fight through the hordes of enemies and lords of the void. If you lack any crafting materials, you could choose to play a map where you get that material. As I have mentioned previously that each map has different materials to farm. Currently on early access there are only 20 weapons to play with, which is kind of a bummer because on full release the developers mentioned on their roadmap that there would be 105 weapons to play with. So the difference is quite a lot at this point. Hopefully they would keep adding more sooner than later. Next tab is the runes. Runes are unique upgrades to enhance your characters. Currently in early access there are 20 runes to choose from, but during full release there will be 48 runes. As you level your character, you would unlock runes. Next is skill tree. Here you would be able to unlock and upgrade your base skills and stats modifiers by spending soulstones that you collect through your battles. There is also a reset button in case you want to reallocate your skills for your character. And the final tab is achievements, which is self-explanatory. This is your overall progression / completion tracker. Finally, I want to mention few more things that you might come across. Actually, two major things. Number one is that as you get more flashy and devastating skills, it would look awesome but at the same time could be annoying for some due to constant flashing, and your screen would be filled with a lot of colors and light. Personally, I don't mind, and many won't, but few of you might find this irritating. So good news is that you can adjust special effects visibility in the graphics settings to make it less flashy. And number two is, even though the system requirements for this game is decently low and could run on even potato PCs, but players could still face some lag. If you do, you could try disable the VSync. I was told that disabling VSync could fix most of the lag issues. You could also lower the quality to high or medium to have smoother performance. Overall, I think this game is really amazing, especially due to the level of details and progression style. Also, its replayability value due to the curse system adds a golden layer to the game's value itself. One great thing is that the developers have laid a roadmap for this game, so I'm excited to see how well this goes. Another thing that caught my eye is that the game would have sandbox feature at the time of full release. That is really interesting. Alright guys, that was my review for Soulstone Survivors. Let me know if you found this helpful and interesting. If you did, do consider giving a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And hit the bell notification icon to stay updated to my new videos. Also mention in the comments if you are trying this game out and your experience with it. I will be back with another content soon.